Hey Zoomers, thanks for hanging in there with us. You've come back just at the right time because I wonder if some of you would like to see what's going to happen now or make your way downstairs, up to you. But we are going to invite Kayla Joy and Terry for a little song and dance. Not quite.
Hey, Kayla Joy. I know that you're a little bit new here at Bethany, so I thought I'd share some interesting things about Bethany Church with you.
Oh yeah, like what?
Well, did you know that we were gardeners at Bethany?
Gardeners? I don't see any gardens around here.
Oh, sure we are. We have been planting seeds and growing them for over 100 years.
What?
Yeah. In fact, this church exists because 100 years ago, folks made a huge sacrifice to give up their church across the street so that Chandler Music Hall could be built. The congregations made a decision to join forces and support this church. They created a new garden where their faith and mission could grow.
That's really cool. But what seeds have been planted since then?
That's our first seed. What seeds have been planted? Well, let me show you. Did you know that the original food shelf in Randolph was housed next door at Bethany House, and that Bethany members have supported and worked at the food shelf as it has grown and expanded?
What else?
Well, in the past, Bethany has planted seeds of mission in Ecuador, Honduras, and Ukraine through mission trips and support of native businesses and initiatives to help them grow their own gardens. And within the past 2 years, Bethany members and friends have sent money and supplies to Mirgorod, Ukraine, to help our sister city deal with the influx of refugees from the ongoing war in that country.
What about here in Randolph?
Well, Bethany has planted seeds of inclusion and justice here as well. We have become an open and affirming church and hosted discussions about gender and LGBTQ issues. We have hosted discussion groups around white privilege, the community of support group for those re-entering the community after being in prison, and immigration. In fact, several Bethany members were part of the initiative to create the Asylum Seekers Group that brought a family here to Randolph, where they are waiting for their asylum case to be processed. Look at all that. Yeah. Plus, we offer care and support for members who are sick, both at home and through the Gifford Chaplaincy Program. And our building is used by many community groups, such as recovery groups, support groups, and homeschoolers.
That's a lot of seeds planted.
Yes. And the biggest seed we have planted recently is creating the loft, space for those who are without shelter and who are needing a short respite to help them find more permanent housing. This seed was planted by Charlie and is now being nurtured by members of Bethany and the Randolph community.
That's amazing. How does the church keep all this going?
Yeah, well, we know that gardening is hard work. It takes commitment, time, and resources. It takes faith that a little seed going into the soil will someday produce abundance. And quite frankly, it takes money to keep the church going so that we can work to nurture the seeds we have planted and plant new seeds.
I'm aware that Bethany had a really big seed planted years ago by Dick Shackford, who created the Encouragement Trust fund for encouraging faith explorations and bringing new ideas to Bethany. That little seed continues to produce big results. That seed is allowing the Peace and Justice Committee to host Sister Simone from Nuns on the Bus here on April 21st to talk about economic justice. And I'm excited about what seeds Bethany might be planting in the future. I know we're working on becoming a peace and justice church, and I'd like to see more seeds planted to address climate change and around advocacy for the queer community.
I agree. We may be small, but we can accomplish so much. My hope and prayer is that those gardeners among us will show their support and commitment to Bethany by making a generous pledge during this stewardship campaign so that we can continue to nurture seeds of hope, peace, and justice. The next year will be key to see if we can establish a firm financial footing so that we can continue to be the hands and feet of God.
That is my hope and prayer as well. March 17th is the date we hope to have all the pledges in so that we can craft a budget that will grow Bethany's garden. There will be opportunities to give via email and in person. More information will be coming in the next few weeks. Now let's get digging and plant some seeds.